So, I was at the store earlier, just doing a little Christmas shopping, that kind of thing. I was at the store, and I was do what I normally do, just, walk through the door just casually. And I can see there's a setup for masks, which is not that unusual. I mean, it's been there. It's kind of been there a little less frequently during the summer and the fall and all that, but it was there, and there was a woman there, and she had masks in her hands, just like this. And she goes, "Sir, do you have a mask?" And I was like, "No, I don't have a mask." And she said, "Oh, well, you need a mask because it's a city ordinance." And I said, "No, thank you." And I just kept walking. And I could hear her as I walked into the store go, "Sir, sir, sir, sir!" And she increasingly more desperate as I continued to ignore her. And then I heard her get on the radio, I think. I'm pretty sure she was on the radio, calling in backup. "There's somebody coming in. She doesn't have a mask." And I just continued doing what I was doing, and nobody cared. And so what I noticed, too, that was pretty funny, is that when I was walking around the store, like I would say not quite 50%, but a good chunk of people were not wearing masks, which means that either they did the same thing I did and completely ignored this woman, or they pretended to wear a mask, and then when they got in, they took it off because they know it's nonsense. But I thought that was pretty funny. And it's interesting because in 2021, we know more about the virus, and every time we get more information, it's like, well, this is less scary than it was the day before. But people are crazier this time around. Like, I couldn't believe it. It's like last year in 2020, I was doing this, and they had signs, you need to wear a mask. I was told, "Hey, do you have a mask, sir? You need a mask." I was told that, but never like in this desperate, like, "Sir, sir," that kind of thing. This is the first time I've been, I guess, yelled at. I wasn't really yelled at. I was just kind of desperately like, "Please, sir, think of the children," that kind of thing. So people are getting crazier the more information we have. The less scary it is, the more crazier they're getting. And I did a video in my car right after, and I was like, that's one of the reasons why it's a spell. Because the more it's revealed how ridiculous it is, the crazier people get. And I was just thinking to myself, it's kind of interesting how that's happened. But then I saw something on Gab that maybe this is what's going on. Because the White House, the White House, they are desperate to pump up the fear, because I think what's happening here is that, like, a lot of people, so like it's a very stark contrast, right? Because last year more people in the store were wearing masks, like almost everybody was wearing a mask, but the powers, like the authority structures of the store, didn't really care. Like, they would never tell me to wear a mask more than once, kind of thing, and they definitely never radioed for backup when I didn't do it. But this year, more people are walking around and they understand that it's nonsense, but the powers that be are more aggressive, right? So I found that pretty interesting, and I think I found what's going on here, because the officials, the powers that be, they're desperate to pump the fear. Listen to this line. This is just unbelievable. This came from the White House. This is the White House. This is our authority figure in all things, I guess, executive branch. I mean, I don't know. So this is Lord Voldemort here. Lord Biden. He's saying this. He says, "We are intent on not letting Omicron disrupt work and school for the vaccinated. You've done the right thing, and we will get through this." So we got, on the one hand, you got the puppies that are like, and Biden's like, "Okay, good boy, you got it. You got the boost. You got a booster." He's giving you a little moral support, a little bit of praise, he's just encouraging you to continue doing whatever he says. You did the right thing. Your life's going to be good. I promise. Your life is not going to be disrupted. You can go to school. You can learn all about trannies and stuff like that at school if you want to. You can go to work. You can even eat. I'll let you eat because you are a good boy and you did what I told you to do. Good boy. So on the one hand, but then on the other hand, he's got the newspaper rolled up. He's getting ready to beat this dog. On the other hand, he says this: "For the unvaccinated," he sounds like he's not kidding. Guys, Joe Biden's not kidding. "For the unvaccinated, you are looking at a winter of severe illness and death." He's threatening us with severe illness and death, for not only for ourselves, but for our families are going to die. And we're going to die, definitely. And the hospitals that we go to, it's our fault that we're overwhelming the hospitals, they're also going to die. And they're also going to be, so we're now to blame. I'm not vaccinated. I'm going to die, and I'm going to be sick. My family's going to die, and the hospitals that I can't even go to the hospital anymore. They don't even let me in. If I get sick, I can't go to the hospital. They don't let me, because the hospital doesn't treat sick people anymore. The hospital just pumps propaganda. That's how it works now. Man, he's not kidding. He's not kidding. On the one hand, he's good boy. You 4 vaccines. We're gonna have the vaccine. It's not gonna fit in an app anymore. You're gonna need to have a hard drive, the vaccine hard drive, where you gotta carry around your hard drive because the phone won't be able to keep. I don't know how many gigs phones are these days, but it's not gonna be able to keep how many vaccines you're gonna need. But anyway, yeah. So he's like, good boy. Your life's gonna be good. All is gonna be well with you. But then these 40% of Americans, these bad people that have chosen not to buy. This is all about a consumer product. Like, can you imagine? The government is telling you if you don't buy this particular consumer product from this particular company, because now they're recommending certain companies now. So it's like, if you don't buy this particular consumer product from this particular company, you're gonna die. That's what they're telling you now. You're gonna die. And not only are you, the White House is telling you you're going to die, your family's going to die, and the hospitals that you're going to overwhelm are also going to die. Look, Biden, we know we're going to die. At some point, we all die. We understand that. But in this particular case, with Omicron and Americron and, all that kind of stuff, we've decided to take our chances because we understand mathematics and rates and stuff like that. Also, we've got other means of protecting ourselves. We don't lick the walls, and we take vitamins and go outside and stuff like that. We're not going to stay indoors like you say, because we understand that to stay healthy, you need to be outside, walking around, breathing fresh air. I was outside yesterday. Oh man, it was real cold, but had a fire going, and it was just a wonderful, delightful day. And we're going to have fun, and we're going to have a great Christmas. And I know you're trying to scare us to maybe shut down our unvaccinated. You're a bad dog. Shut down your Christmas. I'm not. I not only am I not shutting down, I made eggnog this year. Whew. Man, it's in there. It's getting aged right now. And the more it ages, the more smooth it's going to taste. It's going to be delicious. I might even warm it up a little bit. Is that right? You're supposed to warm up eggnog? I don't know. I might end up with scrambled eggs. I don't know. But no, I'm going to have a great Christmas. And I'll tell you what, if I don't, that's God's prerogative. And it's just that simple. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I know you want me to feel like a bad dog. I don't feel like I'm not your dog. How do you like that? I'm not your dog. You can't just brand me. You can't just vaccinate me like you would vaccinate a pet pig or something like that. I mean, I know you think we're cattle. And I know a lot of people are acting like cattle. But that's actually not the case. And I'm going to spend every day of my life reminding you, freaking demons, that you don't own me. It's just that simple. You don't own me. I will obey you and respect you in the ways that you deserve to be obeyed and respected, only in the authorities that God gave you over me. But the thing is, those are limited, right? Those are limited. And so you could pretend like you're treating me like a bad dog, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to go to the store maybe tomorrow, and they're going to be like, Sir, but Lord Biden told me. And I'm going to say, well, I don't answer Lord Biden. Look at this. Just feel this. Feel this paragraph. Just feel how it hits. Like, I'm going to say it the way that they want you to hear it. I want you to feel it. You got to feel what they're saying here. Listen to this. We are intent on not letting Omicron disrupt work and school for the vaccinated. You've done the right thing. And we're all going to get through this. Good boy. Rub your little belly. Oh, it's so cute, boy. Good doggo. For the unvaccinated, you're looking at a severe illness. A winter of severe illness and death. For yourselves, your families, and the hospitals you may soon are. I hope you're happy with yourself. I hope your little freedom. Oh, man. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Joe Biden. Lord Biden. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't really have much else to say about that. But These two sentences are just remarkable. I mean, could he get any more what a drama queen. Could he be any more of a drama queen? You're going to die if you don't get the vaccine. You're definitely going to die, and your family. Like, is he not threatening me and my family? If you don't get the vaccine, you're going to die. I mean, I don't know. I mean, these guys have a lot of guns. Like, they could make this happen. And, you know, and the other thing, too, is if you notice, this is a small thing, but he says, we're not going to let Omicron disrupt your life if you're vaccinated. But the thing is, like, a lot of these freaks are, like, preparing, like, concentration camps and stuff. Like, New York has a bill that's very vaguely worded to, like, make that okay, to, like, just, if the governor thinks you gotta go. Like, this is, like, creepy stuff because, like, in theory, they have it within their power to make our lives miserable. At least that's what they think. But I know that. The answer is still no. I'll go to your jail if that's your prerogative. You want to take me to jail? You want to take me to a little concentration camp because you think I'm your cattle, but I don't think you are. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm gonna do what I got to do. It's just that simple, Lord Biden. Incidentally, I missed this part, and I just find this so amazing. They've set up this system that it's quite a sight to behold. Listen to this sentence right before the ones I've been talking about. It says, our vaccines work against Omicron, especially for people who get booster shots when they're available. That's debatable, by the way. I don't know about that, but either way, it says this: if you are vaccinated, you could test positive. But if you do get COVID, your case will likely be asymptomatic or mild. That's the case with COVID always. That's always been the case. You probably won't get it. And even if you do, you probably won't have any symptoms, or they'll be mild symptoms. That's always been the case with this disease from Jump Street. And now they're claiming that that's proof that their vaccines work, is the fact that what's always been the case with COVID is still the case if you get the vaccine. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of propaganda when you think about it. It's just like, that's all I got. I got nothing for you.